All right, you're inside the barn. As you move in, you see that there is some dragon figures that looks to be quite important that are arriving at the scene from both sides too.
Okay.
All right. All right, you're inside the barn. Glenda performs the spell. You turn into dragons.
This is weird.
Getting a little cramped.
Yes.
It's getting a little cramped with 4 dragons in one barn.
For sure.
Yeah. Has his Sneegli haven't been transformed so far, right? He has
No.
been himself this whole time. Yeah. So you never flew before, so let's see. Aloquin could it will be a 4, a flawless. Aloquin,
but-
what could you test for your physical skills?
I could do monstrous.
I guess.
I draw attention and not in a nice way.
That is more. That would be more for
That's-
actually attracting attention.
Yeah.
After you.
We'll need
go
to
for-
do that, though.
Yes.
I would say monstrous probably counts. She's definitely
Yes.
transformed before into a form that's not normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Go. And Sneegli can test to what?
Probably 2 birds with 1 stone. He's used to
All right.
throwing projectiles and watching birds, so he has some idea of how flight works in
All right.
theory.
Seen wings before.
Yes, I
go.
have seen wings before.
Let's go. Against a 4.
You're just gonna shake
I
your whole
can't-
plate.
I couldn't get him off the plate. I just keep picking up the plate. No. There we go.
Against a 4.
That's the last one.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Alright, my turn. Alright, +2 against a 4. I do it!
You actually
Oh, nice. You've been paying a lot of attention to birds.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneegli has
Sneegli.
seen flight.
Actually flies off.
Through a tree, but he flies.
Beautiful.
Yes. While Aloquin, trying to imitate a princess of all things, tries to lift off, but just tumbles and rolls.
Clockhead just calmly turns to everyone else in the barn, takes a deep breath. We're all going to die.
Aloquin goes scuttling off like a lizard on her feet. Just like booking it low to the ground. Just booking it low to the ground. Elbows in the air.
Might I suggest climbing something and trying to jump off there?
Sure.
I can't figure out how to bring your wings back in.
As you're tumbling out of.
See, I envisioned it going the other way around.
Yeah. And she has a higher stat too.
Oh man.
Anyway, as you're tumbling around, one of the big storm dragons drop by you and goes, "Daughter, what did they do to you?"
I'm gonna try to fly again.
This is the worst possible.
Can I try to fly again?
All right. Against the 4 again. Go.
Okay.
You ain't the boss of me, Daddy.
You actually did it! You fly away. He goes like, "Hey, wait!" he follows you, and what looks to be the Red Dragon Queen is also following you.
Okay, great.
Joy.
How many did I? Just the two?
For now, just the two.
No.
Oh, if only you turned Clockhead, who is good at speaking, to, make peace between these two dragons. But no, we have Sneegli and Aloquin, and I'm in a barn. So good luck, guys. I'm not being like salty or anything. I'm just. It's kind of funny how this has turned out.
Well, actually, here's an idea. So it's the king and the queen that's really driving this, right?
Yes.
So suppose they were removed from the equation, and instead of talking to them, you talked to whoever's left commanding the armies. And maybe career soldiers would have more a greater sense of value when it comes to the lives of their troops than a ruler.
Here's the thing: we've established that dragons really like fighting each other.
Yes.
Yes, but we know nothing about the particular individuals who will be taking over. If the king and the queen are otherwise disposed.
At the start, when you started, I thought you were going to say we were going to assassinate the king and queen.
No, we just need to move them. We just need to draw them away, which we're doing so far.
And then try and talk to an army of dragons.
Or at least to the general of an army of dragons. The two
Well,
generals of an army of dragons.
You still have Thundera and Ignore. I mean, get them up there. Try to get them to talk reason.
Yes, once the king and queen are gone. Yes.
Yeah. Make them deal with the chaos they've made.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. Okay.
You might want to find out who's in command first, though. Because that could make things better. Could make things worse.
Probably know for hers. She'd probably know for storm dragons, I'd assume.
I'm gonna ask Thundera. So, who runs the army of the storm dragons?
I need to come up with a name now.
Yep.
You made us do this stupid plan. We're going to make you make stuff up on the fly too.
You want me to try and use my namey skills?
I actually have a
generator.
Not a generator. For the dragons, I actually have a method.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all based off of.
Yeah, let's say it's a female dragon. She is General Reina.
Female dragon. That's good. Maybe some of her kids or her grandkids are in this army.
She could be proud of her grandkids being in this army.
Yes, but on the other hand, if there's nothing to fight over, why spend their lives? I don't know. We don't know anything about it yet.
Yeah.
Is this General Reina a, how do I put this, reasonable person?
Well, you're asking Thunder, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly when it comes to fighting with other dragons.
Great. Yeah. That tracks. That follows. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Well, is there any possible way that you two could attempt to stop the fighting by
At least declare a ceasefire.
declaring a ceasefire or something? Ignore, if you could come out as, like, the Red Dragon's Queen's son or something, we could really use some of that
That'd be
weight to
so-
throw around.
Yeah.
He's like, unfortunately, I'm just a nobody.
Okay,
Oh,
alternative
boy.
plan if this doesn't work. You probably heard the king's voice trying to talk to stupid-looking me. Maybe try to project the king's voice as like, hey, come to my aid, I'm under attack, and draw them away. And if somebody can do like a loud projection of his voice of...
Well, you do have an illusion. Oh, wait, she's not illusion, she's transformation.
Yeah.
I can
You've
It
got
occur-
questionable gadgets!
Yeah, I've got
Do you
questionable
have a
gadgets.
loudspeaker and the ability to change your voice?
I don't think I have the ability to change my voice, but I do have a loudspeaker.
It also occurs to me that if you're feeling left out about the whole being turned into a dragon thing, you could try to impersonate the Dragon King once we draw him off.
They saw him fly away!
So, yeah,
Me, his twin brother, also king of the dragons,
I have been forgotten for many years.
and lived in this
In this
Lived in
bar.
this-
come on.
barn. We are the worst! We shouldn't be nowhere near this!
I don't know about you. That's a great plan. I'm doing it.
Yeah, we just
Also
need
king.
we just need a plausible entrance. Like, what about a short range portal? How long would that take to set
That
up?
would take a lot faster. She could also just, instead of a portal, just teleport you.
Okay. So
I want you to throw me down a hill.
Are you just ending it? Like, what's the game?
I
In
don't-
dragon form. So I, attack or something, or something, or something. I have no idea. I've never met a dragon before. This is...
well, the idea is get you into a position where you can use your talking ability. And this is where you can use your talking ability.
Where I can
Conversation
use-
is
You could-
superior to combat.
You could just be a blue dragon or a red dragon and just try to talk them down in just try to as a nobody.
Okay.
I mean, it's not exciting or particularly interesting, but it's something. It's better than, hey, I'm brother that lived in a barn.
I'm Barn King.
Yeah.
But we have the entrance. We have his entrance worked out. We just need to teleport him in the direction. We'll crash through a forest or something, and then we'll teleport. The Clockhead can teleport into the forest and fly back to the battle.
But we don't know any of this. We don't know. We don't know what
You
their
and I
plan
don't need
is.
to. If nothing else, we could just beeline it for the caves, and he could make his entrance from there.
Yeah. Do we want to try that? I mean, we're leaving. That means we're leaving Ignore and Thundera in the.
In the hands of an archmage.
Inside the
Oh,
barn.
okay. Are they able to teleport, or are they? They're gonna stay in the barn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My understanding is
everyone,
that they're going to.
yeah, everyone thinks that they like exited through the other side. No one is like currently thinking about magic and stuff.
Right.
Not right now, at least.
Alright, I would highly suggest that all of you become not dragons just in case. Glenda, can you handle that? Well, we're asking a lot of you right now.
She's like, also they are out of my range. I cannot control the magic on them. Then at
Yeah,
all.
but once they're out of your range, that means they'll be through the portal, right?
Yeah.
The only reason they're not out of range yet is because we haven't got the portal up yet.
Yeah, no. She's talking about you. You. Oh, I'm getting confused.
Well,
again.
I
Okay.
was talking about Ignore and Thundera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because like you're also talking about having Aloquin and Sneegli going back to their normal forms, right?
Yeah.
That would be good.
We were
for
just gonna let it
hiding.
run out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna get into the caves and let it run out, so don't worry about us.
And then we just have to
We
stall
don't-
them.
Yeah, we don't know that this plan is going on,
Mhm.
so we're just gonna stick with the plan we had. Don't worry about us. You guys do what
Yep.
you gotta do.
And as for a timer on a transformed Clockhead, he just needs to teleport somewhere within 10 minutes so he can of this location, so he can fly back, and then he'll be close enough to Glenda that she can refresh the spell. Unfortunately, the guy who would be making that decision just stepped away.
Yes.
I hate this plan. This is so complicated. It's going to fall apart.
Yeah, first thing, just like me flying away. I don't know. I don't know what to do. We are not equipped for this.
Yeah.
If they wanted me to raise some sheep and terrorize some villages as a werewolf, I could do that, but
Hey, what did I miss?
Us saying that that the guy who's making the decision about turning into the Dragon King or not is just left. So
Sorry.
Yeah.
I had to be informed about 60-mile-per-hour winds and maybe a tornado.
could you maybe port those in game?
Yeah,
Maybe
just
not
one
the
second.
tornado, but the 60-mile. Oh. Okay. Yes, it's raining. That's fine.
That's the best I can do for now.
All right, so
Actually-
I guess...
What if fog rolled in? Then we would have an easier time pulling off these ridiculous swaps.
I don't see how fog could roll in. What could cause fog?
I mean, you never establish what weather we're having. Maybe it's an
Yeah.
overcast day. Maybe it's nice and cold. Maybe I can spend a pizza token if that would be useful.
You said it's a little bit windy. It's about all we got.
all right, we got to do something, guys. We got to
Yeah,
do
we
it.
gotta
All right.
something.
Okay. So, Sneegli and Aloquin are flying away with both the dragon, with both the Thunder King and the Fire Queen on their toes or tails.
Yes, and Sneegli, as he's flying, is turning, blowing raspberries, making rude gestures.
Okay.
He's trying to.
Aloquin's just focused on staying in flight
Yeah.
after that shameful
Trying-
beginning.
Yeah, just trying to snare as many people as we can into following
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Maybe bumping into people.
Yeah, actually, some soldiers also start following you, so there's less people on top of the city. Let's drag on people.
Partially successful.
Yeah. All right, Jeffy. What's going on with the plan?
I don't know. I think I'm going to be impersonating royalty. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do. So, I mean, I could just be, a random person, a random dragon, but that would probably not work, and they would probably not listen to Fruit Joe. And I don't know, because I don't know how I would pull off being
Okay.
the
All
Dragon
right.
King.
Do you have a questionable gadget that could blind them, that could bring them, even if they came crashing down into the city, at least there'd stand a chance of they are not in the air, you can fight them on the ground. In theory, we have some guards and we have an archmage. Do you have a questionable gadget that could ensnare people, creatures in the sky?
So how many dragons does he have to deal with right now?
Sorry. So, there are at least like 5 dragons from each race on the sky right now.
Crap.
Okay, so 10 dragons. That's less than I was expecting. Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
they're big, so it's not that
Yeah.
simple. And they occupy a lot of space too. That's why there's.
I may have a gadget, but I don't think I would have, like, a dragon-sized net with me. But
So, Glenda's transformation ability, does that work on objects as well as people?
Yes.
Okay.
She could transform your net into a bigger net if that's the case.
Yes, but you need a really big net for 10 dragons.
What about ballistas? Could she make a bunch of ballistas?
They already
if we get...
They already have ballistas in the...
Okay.
And they are already using them, actually.
All right.
Okay.
Shifty, how close are we to my lair?
You're pretty far.
Okay. Because I may not have anything on me now, but I might have something there.
Also, what are the chances of reinforcements since we're connected to the capital?
Chances are quite big.
Okay.
Since the confusion is going on there.
Okay.
We could, this isn't a great thing to say, we could give up on this town and just take Ignore and Thundera and get them out of the way until we have a plan for how to fix this. I mean, that sucks, and I don't think that'd be something Aloquin would actually suggest, but Nora, out of character, we could just walk away. Because I think we're reaching the end of our rope here.
I don't think that's necessary, since the primary objective seems to be to save the town. Ignore and Thundera are just kind of there. They're the ones that drew the battle there. our whole reason for getting them as far away as possible was to try and draw the battle away.
Right.
As it stands, they seem secure, at least until someone falls into the
barn.
Yeah, and given the abilities of a shape-changing mage here, we could just hide them in the area as well, in human form, or even in the form of a priceless vase or something. So I think the primary objective is to protect the village. And if we can, figure out some way to stop the fighting. But I'm not. I don't see a path to that yet.
Could we spend some tokens to get some more archmages who we've seen are able to subdue people like Tiander? Would you allow that, Shifty? And just take this ridiculousness out of our hands? Hand it back to the people who have power to do stuff?
But we're the main characters.
I know, but we are not equipped for this. I mean, it's a letdown, sure, but we've got a goat farmer, a salesman, and a mud goblin from like a cave that we found. We're not, and we never have been equipped for this.
Well, we brought down the elven government.
I don't know why we did that.
I may have something.
Okay, pitch it.
That could fight a dragon.
Not enough. Okay.
I don't know. It would be a start. It'd be better than me, than Clockhead as in combat. Because that seems like this is sort of what it's coming down to. We've only got like 2 options. If I can pull together Glenda and preferably another Archmage, I might be able to do something.
Alright, there were more than one Archmage there. There is a healer, and let's say that Reginald,
Reginald.
Reggie.
Yeah, he has earth powers.
Okay.
All right.
Like, maybe we could grow a forest in the middle of town so nobody can see anything. That probably wouldn't help. But as far as combat goes, I think you should probably leave that to the army.
Yeah.
I mean, you could figure out how to...
Yeah, I'm gonna try and support the army. Just because, me going up there and talking to people doesn't like it's gonna work. So I'm gonna try and get them something that can help.
Okay,
So,
share your plan, man.
I have an evil robot.
Right.
Didn't you disassemble him?
I smacked it repeatedly in the head, yes.
Isn't it back in your lair?
It is back in my lair. I might have some good firepower on it. I don't know much about it, but it's big, it's clunky, it might be able to do something. I'm sure it has some sort of strength to it. Be it just puppeteered by someone, or if they gotta put me inside, it'll be better than.
You realize
we'll either have like a big tanky robot thing, or a big tanky robot thing and not a fragile salesman.
Okay. Alright, I don't mind this plan. So using the Archmages to teleport you there to get that and come back. Right? What if Aloquin and Sneegli see that we're not being followed by the group we hoped would be? Aloquin can turn around, fly real high up in the sky, and pretend to get injured and drop dead on the ground. And that should definitely get some attention if it's within eye, and let out like a dramatic roar, maybe fight you, Sneegli. Let out a dramatic roar, fall to the ground, die, quote unquote. That should get some really good attention and maybe draw some people off towards where that happened. Hey. And that'd maybe thin out the ranks, because it seems like we've got all we're gonna get, and it's not enough.
Question: do we have any magic or gadgets that could, say, guide a ballista bolt? Because I would imagine that the main difficulty in hitting dragons with a ballista is hitting them with a ballista.
Yes. Yes, there are not only, the archmages. There are a few just mages down there too with the troops, and they are taking care of this.
Yeah.
Nora, your plan would just make this war worse.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, for sure, but if we're just trying to get, I'm at the end of my rope. I don't know what to do. We've talked about a million different options. None of them seem really viable. They all seem ridiculously complicated. Me as a player, I'm getting frustrated.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. So
I have another plan we could throw out. What if we could intimidate the dragon armies? So your Jacob's magic was all about harvesting souls, right? To power his infernal machines.
I did learn that, but yeah.
And is this a known thing? Like, do people know that this is possible?
I mean, probably not your average person, but
like, I'm wondering if you could like bluff your way out of this and go all mad scientist and start cackling within earshot of the dragons about how every slain soul will be consumed to power your infernal machines, or something like that.
And then have Glinda make a really big shiny crystal that seems to be sucking souls from the dead villagers.
She could just kind of lift the dead people up, and that would cause at least some magic mists to show up around then. That could be
I like this. Let's keep going. Okay.
Yeah, we have no ability to fight.
All right, just do it. Just do it. Just now. Just do it. This is what's happening.
Okay.
Go.
Yes, I'm gonna grab the robot so I have something.
You already confirmed you have an amplifier.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna have Glinda make a big, scary, glowy crystal, and then just, whatever corpses are around have like spooky green mist flow into the crystal.
All right. She's doing the thing. She basically picked a big rock and turned it into a crystal and start making like the air around it change color and flow into the crystal, creating the illusion.
Yes! Kill! Bring my army to life!
Maybe you should claim that this whole war was your plan.
What a beautiful plan! A beautiful plan come to fruition.
That definitely catches some attention. Some dragon flies in and just smash the crystal.
Oh, just go straight for it?
Well, you're making a big thing out of that crystal, right?
Yeah, but wouldn't
Right.
it? We also have people on ballistas.
Yes, true. Okay, how do I deal with this now? you throw me into a few corners, right?
You threw us into a bunch of dragons!
True. Okay. So, there is a cackling madman with a
Actually,
crystal-
wait. Okay. So yeah, the crystal breaks, but then it reforms.
Oh yes, that's totally possible.
Yeah, the dragon flies right through it like crack. I beat the crystal, and then it just forms behind him. And I just turn and look at him dead in the eyes. You will pay!
Actually, you should probably get all smug at that point. Just be aware of the possibility of them targeting you next.
Hopefully Glinda has made me look more necromancer-like.
Yeah, we can make that happen. But yeah, they are there already with blood in their eyes. Like they're not going to like let the possible biggest weapon against them just stand there. If you do well your little thing.
Alright.
Exactly where are you doing this? Because
I'm gonna say a little... Maybe, like, across the way from the bar?
Alright. What actually you're trying to do with this? Like attract the dragon's attention?
Yeah, we're trying to attract the dragon's attention.
Make them afraid to die.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
afraid
Yeah.
to die.
And even better if we can, make them afraid to kill, because it'll just make the necromancer stronger.
So dragon flies through my crystal, it shatters, and then reforms.
Alright, yeah, okay.
You know, maniacal laugh, you shouldn't have done that. Evil bad guy stuff. And then I turn towards wherever Glinda is, and say, "My queen, bind this beast."
She actually manages to, hold it in place. With
You might ask Reginald to do that instead. He's got the vines, right?
Yeah, but it's weird to ask him to be your queen a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, ask him
I
to
don't
be
know how
something
Reginald.
else.
I don't know how Reginald
My
feels. Maybe he's
servant.
into it. Maybe he's into it.
Just call him my servant.
My servant.
Yeah, you're more powerful than the Archmages. That'll freak him out.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, you do that. He goes with the vines and grabs into the dragon holding him. The dragon starts screaming in panic. They have a necromancer! Warn the king! Warn the king! And like there's a
But are we too far by now for the king to be aware?
you hear a faint, the faint voice of the panicked dragon.
Is it lost against the clamor of battle?
Kind of, but not quite. It calls the attention of the king as he hears.
What if I say that the wind is blowing toward the battle from where we are, so the sound is carried away? Can I do that?
So that way the king stays on task following us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did I put that? Yeah, and he's not there to... And they are deprived of their chief decision maker. So they're more likely to make bad decisions, or the decisions we want them to make.
And warn the king definitely sounds like they should follow us. You know, like they should go find the king and like warn him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would actually take everybody away from that.
But would it take everybody?
Not everybody.
No.
I mean, if it does take everybody, then...
Yes, everybody.
Everybody. Nobody wants to be near the
crazy necromancer.
the crazy necromancer and his army of
Are they
dead dragons.
Are they gonna do that then? I'll take my token back then. If they are. I mean, that's what we wanted, them to...
Okay. Yeah, they...
Because I was hoping that, like, maybe once we're out of sight, we could have, like, Thundera and Ignore come out of the barn and talk about how they were under the necromancer's spell. He was trying to get them to start a war. The only way to stop them is to flee back to your homes and regroup until you figure out what to do to deal with him.
Okay.
Let's just send them on a MacGuffin quest. You have to go get water from the ancient spring and break the necromancer's curse. Oh my gosh, can we please do that?
All
That
right.
they will be in love until the curse is broken? Or what?
No, like,
In order to defeat the necromancer, they need water from some spring.
Oh, they need
from
a
some
MacGuffin.
magical
Okay.
spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't kill each other when he's harvesting their souls. Can't have a good war when there's a necromancer eating souls over there. He's like, yes, fight for me! Okay, yeah, okay, they might not be into that. Alright,
Yeah.
right.
Okay. That's a plan. That's a plan. Yeah. All right. So okay. At least one dragon of each side goes after the king and queen to warn them. But yeah, there's still a bunch of people there, and Thundera and starts talking about the whole spiel about the necromancer.
Did the dragon seem freaked out?
They
Have we successfully scared dragons?
they are starting to reconsider their options. At least they are like backing off a little bit, quite afraid of killing and be killed. The humans also start getting back with their own weapons. But
Yay!
yeah.
I am going to use my whatever little magic I can and position pebbles and pretty much make a little teleprompter for the princess, like spelling out little words, like telling them for her to tell her of like the water of the Elysian Gulf or something, to the holy water of the Elysian Gulf to defeat the necromancer.
Can't have a good war if you. Yeah.
Yeah, she she starts saying all of those things, uh, but as this, so they just kind of stop. They want to know what their king and queen will want to do from now. They're just confused, not knowing what to do.
And we're booking it as fast as we
Yeah.
can. Buying as much time as possible.
But of course, they would send like as messenger their fastest ones, and yeah, they kind of catch up and tell the whole story to their to them, and they decide to turn and go back
No.
and check this whole necromancer thing.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily ruin the plan yet.
Okay.
We were just buying time. More people through the portal or scattering into the countryside.
Yeah. People are getting to the portal. The flow of people into the city stopped. So yeah, you are doing stuff to help save lives. All right. Are Sneegli and Aloquin also turn around and follow?
Yeah. I don't think there's any point. Yeah, there's no point in going and hiding in a cave now. Nobody's following us. All right.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we'll just follow him back.
Okay. You follow them all back. There is you see as you arrive at the city. No, not right now. Wait. Let me make sense of the whole scene. There's a lot of things going on.
We haven't made sense of the whole scene.
No one has. Okay, you arrive at the scene to see Clockhead, all looking evil and powerful, and Glinda with the crystal and stuff, and so does the...
What the heck?
The dragons.
What? Well, I mean, they're not fighting, but what is going on?
Is he bluffing?
I hope so, or else we're gonna have to fight dragons and whatever the heck Jeffrey is over there.
Jacob.
Sure, yeah. Alright. I mean...
Alright.
They're... Alright, do we see that Thundera's out?
Yes, you see her talking to everyone.
Yeah.
And yeah, the king also sees her. And look around to see you too, and
Yeah. Hey. Great.
and starts to think, okay, there's something up. He looks at you. He looks at necromancer.
I will do my very dramatic death of flip over, upside down, arms curled in like a dead bug, and just like plummet out of the sky, going. Roar!
Are you sure now's the time?
Yep.
Well,
About a composition?
he has seen the real Thundera now.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe he'll think I'm something made by whatever the chaos this is. I don't know. It's just what I'm doing.
Then maybe it's better for us to stick around and then react in some way to the when something does something to the crystal or something like that. I don't know. But
That might make more sense, but it's too late. This is what I said I'm doing.
All right.
I dramatically fall out of the sky with a roar, flailing and from like a good height, like a dramatic height.
I have no idea what effect that's going to have.
Yep.
That could do anything.
Yep. I don't know what's going on, but it seemed like a good idea to her at the time.
All right. She definitely attracts some attention, but the confusion is still there. And
Okay, good.
but the confusion. Oh. All right. The confusion doesn't last long, though, as you start turning back
Yep.
to your normal form.
Yep.
And
And I will crawl away. I will crawl away. Try to find somewhere to hide. Is Sneegli's ending as well?
yes.
Where are you at, Sneegli?
Well, I didn't fall to my death, so was I expecting to transform?
Yeah, if you manage to count your 10 minutes,
Okay.
let's say you start to transform slowly, so you have time to drop down. It's not
Okay. So I
instantaneous.
feel it coming before it starts actually happening. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna fly somewhere out of sight to transform, and then, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do then. Just regroup, I suppose.
Yeah. With all that happening, both the Queen and King of Dragons, they just scream, "This is just trickery! Do not do not fall for that
Trickery? You
trickery."
believe this is trickery? Well, I suppose some of it is trickery. I have a way of making clones, I suppose.
Are you about to cast suspicion on the king and the queen? Also, allow me to point out that Thundra was there yammering on about how the king and queen were tricked into starting the war in the first place, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what to do.
This
You
is
usually
so-
have... I don't know, this is not good.
Well, when the King and Queen gave the order, like, the fight started again.
No.
How many people are left to evacuate?
Most of them already made it. Well, they already made it through the portal. You bought enough time.
Okay.
Give them the town. Retreat. Let them fight it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll move to a
Everything
new
we've-
continent. New continent. Bye, old life. The dragons just own it now.
At least
They can
until
have-
we. I don't know. Yeah. So, primary objective: evacuate the town. Accomplished. Secondary objective: I don't know what to do next.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop the dragons from fighting, but that's kind of a pipe dream.
Yeah, I know what the objective is. I just don't know how to accomplish it.
Well, after a while, with all the fighting kind of dies down, as everyone is kind of like super tired. The lots of things has the you can see like there is hurt people like from the human army, from the both sides of dragons. Reinforcements came and went into the. So there's kind of you're kind of in the eye of the storm right now. So everything is still calm. I mean, everything calmed down, but spirits are still tense. The Dragon King, he gets up and he's close to the Storm Dragon Queen, and he's like, I now have you exactly where I wanted you.
Wait, isn't it the other way around? The king is the storm dragons and the queen is the fire dragon?
Yeah, the queen's the fire dragon.
Okay.
Yeah. And he says, I actually have you now exactly where I wanted you. And he takes a deep breath and shoots like the most impressive.
At Jeffy! He shot Jeffy! Not Clockhead. Jeffy!
Jeffy himself.
Yeah.
Fried his computer.
All right. Why right at the end this needs to happen?
Because that's when the problems happen. By the way, can anybody else hear the vacuum in my background? Is that too annoying?
I can hear a little bit, but no, it's not annoying.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear it at all. So
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I was going to deliver the final pieces.
Jeffy.
Oh no. Now he's out of Discord.
Yeah. What is it
The
with you guys'
winds-
internet today?
The winds might have taken down something.
Yeah. Like Yellow's internet today was the only one that didn't give any problems.
I know. Which is lucky because it was giving you trouble last night.
Yeah. I was without internet for like 4 or 5 hours today.
Mm.
Oh man. How should we proceed?
Well, it is pretty late, and I know we don't necessarily want to push to another game, another full game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it would hurt to give us some time to not feel rushed in our epilogues
Yes.
and stuff, and just take one more game for it.
Okay, I would just consider like the next game a continuation of this one.
Yeah.
And next week we finish this all off.
Cliffhanger. Yay.
Yeah, big cliffhanger. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Plane Shifter.
We're us, less Jeffy.
And there are a lot of technical issues.
Yeah.
And we are phasing out.
Bye.
Bye.